Hello friends, I'm back again. Today's tutorial is going to be about taking your Cocoa Daisy insert and ripping it apart and putting it back together. Don't panic. It's not as bad as it seems. So how am I ripping it apart and putting it back together? Here's the plan. So Cocoa Daisy always has these weak sections up front. While I very much appreciate them, I like to have my weeks in front of my days. So I'm going to take apart this insert and put it back together with those other days in between. It's completely possible. It just won't be perfect, which is the whole point, is that you're making it your own, you're inventing something new, and you're going to enjoy it. So what are our tools today? You're going to need a butter knife if you are feeling so exciting. I use a pair of scissors. I also use a pencil, and I'll get to that in a reason. And I do have a long arm staple because you need to be able to get into the middle if you're planning to staple it back together. If you're not, which is totally okay, because if you have a traveler's notebook, all you do is slip those pages under one of the strings, and that works fine too. It keeps everything together. So that is how I'm doing it. Let's go ahead and get started. Obviously, before I take it apart, I am going to be err on the side of caution and take a pencil, and I'm going to number each one of the pages. So this is 1, and then 2 is over here. Now, that's why I'm doing a pencil, because if at the end I don't want those marks to be there anymore, that's just fine too. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this because it makes a lot more sense to be a penny wise rather than a pound foolish. All right, I'm going to finish numbering these and then I will get started. Piece of cake, all finished. Now I'm going to come to the center, and this cardboard cover is coming off permanently. I don't replace those, and if I'm going to replace them, I just wrap mine around. So it's going into, sometimes it goes in the bin, sometimes I use it to decorate on top of if the kit components kind of match. For this month, I'm not feeling it because it's so brown and everything here is so light and airy. We're not doing that. So this is the be careful, don't hurt yourself portion of the video. We made it. Yay! Jazz hands. There we go. Off it goes into the bin, moving forward. All right, I'm all ready to go. We're going to divide this whole TN into sections, into 3 piles. First pile is going to be the cover. I'm just going to put that over there. Don't really need it until the end, so I'm just going to put it to the side. Then I'm going to make a pile of my 5 pages of weeks, and then my grid pages. Then I'm going to kind of put those a little bit up, so I've got some working space. I'm going to take one of my weeks, the first one. Again, this doesn't really matter. I'm just doing it in order so you guys can kind of see how this goes. I'm going to take my first week, and then I'm going to take a grid page. Just one of them, doesn't matter. If you really want them to match, great. You can kind of preview them before you staple them or put them back in the TN. So then I have one grid page, and then I'm going to take my next weekly page, and instead of putting it in like this, I'm going to flip it out and put it like this. Okay, that's the only difference. Then I'm going to take another one and put it in regular, and then take another one of my week pages, and instead of flipping it back this time, you're just going to put it in regular. Then another one, and then this time you're going to flip this one, and then you're going to put another grid, and your last week's goes in regular as well, and then you put your last grid in. Okay, so let's go ahead and preview that together. Here we go. So we got our month, then we have our, what I like to do is week at a glance. Then you have your timed events, your color block page. Then you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now this doesn't allow for 1 page per day in this format, but I find that if you just work with it, it's just fine. You can make smaller days, make it how it works for you, but you'll have to share set 2 days with this method. Then you have your week at a glance. Then you have your color block week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Again, week at a glance, and you'll see that the week at a glance does change. Sometimes it's lined, sometimes it's grid, sometimes you have aligned within the week. It's just the way it's going to be, but I love the variety. And all the colors match, and it doesn't matter to me, so it's just like having fun. Week at a glance, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, extra page, okay? Then we have week at a glance, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Week at a glance, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There you go. That's how you go from weeks and days in your traveler's notebook. Just a few caveats with this method, because they put the traveler's notebook together and then slice the edges, all of your edges here will be uneven. But if you cut your covers a little bit larger than the size of the pages, if you just do it at the widest width here, plus maybe 1/8 of an inch, it will cover it perfectly. I'll go ahead and cover that when I do my setup for this traveler's notebook. Now all you have to do, if you're interested, you can go ahead and use your long arm stapler or take your traveler's notebook and just insert the pages as is into your notebook, and things will be all situated and ready to go. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful setup with your Cocoa Daisy inserts, and I will talk to you guys next time.